What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Might, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto oceans. If you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Before we continue, Crypto Crew, I'd like to remind you to protect your crypto assets. Practicing self-custody is necessary, and in my opinion, your best option is the Tengen wallet. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage. You can get 10% off using code CryptoCrew, link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
Trillion-dollar infrastructure, locked away from ordinary investors. Until now, tokenization changes everything. Think Kaspa.
Crypto Crew, today we're going to be talking about Kasia again, the interview between IsyoDev and Ankit at the XXIM podcast. We'll see a live demo on how Kasia works and the personal opinions of IsyoDev and where he sees Kaspa will be 2 years from now.
So I'm gonna create a new wallet here. Let's call it demo and a password. I'm gonna send some Kaspa into this wallet. So show address, I copied address. I'm gonna send some Kaspa because by default, obviously it is a fresh wallet.
So every messaging needs tiny bit of Kaspa, right? So I was reading through it. It's 0.000017 Kaspa.
Exactly. We recommend to send 10 Kaspa just for the sake of the longevity.
Yeah.
But you can send a lower amount if you just want to try it out. Okay. And this one is gonna initiate an handshake. Currently, this will be improved in the future, but currently we need to provision the handshake transaction with some Kaspa.
Okay.
This is a limitation because we didn't spend too much time on it, but in the future this will be reduced by a lot. You can click on a message and click on view transaction. This amount of Kaspa for message transaction, it's really nothing. It's the lowest fee we can set.
Right.
We cannot go lower.
You cannot go lower. And it's just going straight to the miners, not to the protocol and to you guys.
Exactly. Straight to the network.
So at this stage, at this current 0.2 version, you can do text messaging, file sharing, and you can do payment sending. So you can share payments, right? The next obvious step would be, voice calling. You can get into that direction. You can get into video calling, which has happened on other, chains, as I mentioned earlier on. You can even go as far as email to build. What are you guys thinking in terms of the direction you want to take?
I think it's the community to decide, but we have some plan already set.
Yeah.
It can change. If someone wants to participate and start to do something, they are free to do. As you mentioned, voice, video, email, why not? In the future. Currently, no plan for that at the moment, but technically it's doable. We already discussed that internally. So we have a 3-step, short, mid, and long term. Short term is dissociate Kasia as an application and Kasia as a protocol.
Okay.
So we want to dissociate this, make the SDK fully protocol so anyone can benefit this communication protocol. Currently, you can speak to human on Kasia. This is great. This is a first version. But later on, why not you can speak to a machine, automated workflow. Like you want to speak to an LLM on Kasia, you initiate a transaction, you speak to it, it answers with autocomplete. It's a use case that we want to make such use case possible on Kasia as a protocol and later on as the application.
You guys have any specific use case that, like, is it, hey, I want to transfer X amount of, Kaspa to someone else's wallet, and then obviously AI takes over, controls your wallet, sends the money to someone else instead of you doing yourself? That's a very simple example, right?
Yeah, why not? Why not? If someone see values into it, it's possible. What I want to say is Automated workflow in general, I think, is very beneficial. That we have a standardized protocol communication. I don't know. I want to use Kaspa, create a payment. I want to be notified on Kasia, for example. You can create interoperable communication.
I mean, yeah, the Kaspa is a good one, actually. If you can even get your receipts after you made the payment, the receipt comes through Kasia, for example, instead of Kaspa, because they don't have any way to send a receipt back to the user, right?
Yeah, currently no. So that would be a great use case, yeah.
It's a very good use case. Same for perhaps even currency wallet, perhaps, or any other wallets, right, that wants to add this feature of received something.
Yeah, receive something, be notified of something, or you want to initiate an automated workflow. I don't know, as I mentioned, an LLM autocomplete, so it's trendy currently, but maybe it's possible. The great thing about Kasia as a protocol is that it's built on top of Kaspa, and Kaspa is censorship resistant, as we all know. This property is unique, really interesting to go into that area.
Yeah, and I think one of the keywords you just mentioned is notification, which is, I think, perhaps for me is the highlight, because all the apps that will be built, Kasia could act as a service for notification alone. For thousands of notifications can happen, right? And it can just adapt to that function alone. I mean, that's huge if you really think about it, notification service.
Yeah, sure. Communication is not just about one-on-one human, it's about receive and send things. So this is the short-term goal, is dissociate protocol and the app. Mid-term goal or groups, so multiple participants and start to speak in a secure way. So we are still investigating the research area and external notification, because currently, if your app is not opened, you cannot know you received something. So we said short, mid, and long term is the mainstream adoption. A newcomer that is new to crypto even can install the app and start speaking with friends and family without even knowing they're using Kaspa.
Yeah, they don't need to know what's the TCP IP that's running underneath the messaging service. You just want them to know the messaging service between, sender recipient. They don't care about Kaspa. They shouldn't care about it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, they'll still have to buy Kaspa though.
That's a good point. Several solutions can be made, but yes, eventually then they need Kaspa.
Yeah, I think perhaps one suggestion that came to me is if someone is brand new, because, when someone is new, they don't know where to go find and buy Kaspa. So you might have to, initially you're donating it to kickstart the conversation, but perhaps it'll be a good link from that person straight to, hey, go buy Kaspa here. So at least they know where to buy Kaspa.
Exactly. That's one possible thing for a brand new. Yeah, that's one thing that is currently being investigated toward the legal aspect, etc. It's complicated, but technically it's really simple. Yeah.
So let me just wrap this up with one last question for you. Where do you see Kaspa in next 2 years?
Kaspa in next 2 years, I see full adoption, bunch of new services that we used to see on Ethereum coming to Kaspa. Such as tokenization, like rental property, for example. That's one example. Why not tokenize stocks on Kaspa? DeFi, like really DeFi. We didn't experience that on Kaspa previously. So with the smart contracts, and maybe we can benefit from this ecosystem that is the DeFi. But eventually what I see is Kaspa shine with a bunch of builders coming and grouping together, building great things, and ideally with a community-centric approach. We can expect that, I think.
Shout out Ankit and the XXIM podcast. Shout out IsyoDev and the Kasia team. Much more to come and to be built in the Kaspa ecosystem.
Dude, really? Still here? Come on, Kaspa smart contracts are live.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say aye.